In Phase 1 of Season of Discovery, every class will have new abilities they can unlock by finding discoveries during their adventures. These discoveries will unlock runes that can be applied to specific gear slots, which in Phase 1 are chest, legs, and gloves. Due to Blizzard's decision not to hold any public testing for this new game mode, how you'll unlock each ability is for you to discover on your own. As we prepare for the launch of Season of Discovery later this week, you might want to familiarize yourself with these new abilities available to your class. So let's take a look at all the runes that'll be available to discover for Warlocks. Let's start with the chest runes. Lake of Fire. Rain of Fire also leaves a Lake of Fire on the ground that increases all fire damage you deal and your demon pet deals to affected enemies by 40% for 15 seconds. Master Channeler. Your drain life is no longer channeled, lasts 15 seconds with a 15-second cooldown, costs 100% more mana, and heals you for 50% more each time it deals damage. Soul Siphon. Increases the amount drained by your drain life and drain soul spells by an additional 6% for each of your Warlock shadow effects affecting the target, up to a maximum of 18% additional effect. Demonic Tactics. Increases the melee and spell critical strike chance of you and your pet by 10%. Next we have the leg runes. Everlasting Affliction. Drain Life, Drain Soul, Shadow Bolt, Shadow Cleave, Searing Pain, Incinerate, and Haunt refresh the duration of your corruption on the target back to its maximum duration. Incinerate. Burn your enemy for damage and increase all fire damage you deal by 25% for the next 15 seconds. Demonic Grace. Surge with Fell Energy, increasing your pets and your own dodge chance by 30% and your chance to critically strike with all attacks by 30%. Lasts 6 seconds. Demonic Pact. Your pet's critical strikes apply the Demonic Pact effect to your party members for 45 seconds. Demonic Pact increases your spell damage and healing by 10% of your spell damage or level divided by 2, whichever is higher. Does not work on subjugated demons. And for the glove runes, we have Metamorphosis. Transform into a demon, increasing armor by 500%, reducing the chance you will be critically hit by 6%, increasing your threat by 50%, increasing mana gain from life tap by 100%, transforming the functionality of some of your abilities and granting some new abilities. Searing Pain is now instant. Shadow Bolt becomes Shadow Cleave, a shadow melee attack that hits up to 3 nearby enemies but has a 6-second cooldown. Curse of Recklessness now taunts your target to attack you for 3 seconds, but gains a 10-second cooldown and range is reduced to melee. Demon Charge. Charge an enemy and stun it for 1 second. Cannot be used in combat. Demonic Howl forces all enemies to focus attacks on you for 6 seconds. Shadow Bolt Volley. Your Shadow Bolt now strikes up to 5 targets within a chain distance of 10 yards, but for 20% reduced damage. Chaos Bolt. Sends a bolt of chaotic fire at the enemy, dealing fire damage. Chaos Bolt always hits, cannot be resisted, and its knowledge causes your fire spells to pierce through absorption effects. Haunt. Unleash a ghostly soul on an enemy, dealing damage and increasing all shadow damage over time you deal to that target by 20%. When the haunt ends or is dispelled, you will be healed for all the damage it dealt to your target. Okay, it's no surprise that Metamorphosis is the most notable rune here. With it, Warlock tanks are now a thing. It basically works just like Bear Form for Druid, and your normal caster Warlock spells are turned into tank spells instead. But don't let Metamorphosis overshadow some of the other spells. Warlocks are going to be having some amazing AoE damage, and of course, we can't forget about Chaos Bolt. It's going to be hard to pick what build to run on Warlock because all of these runes look pretty damn good. That's it for this video. Which of these runes are you most excited for? I know I'm excited to see how all of them perform and which ones end up being the best in slot for each spec. Feel free to share your own plans for Season of Discovery in the comments and like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe for more Season of Discovery content, and until next time, see ya!